everyone, today I'll be reviewing this movie. It is dropped on Netflix. It's called Call Me Chihiro. And this movie, it is like Netflix original movie, but it is from Japan. And in this movie, you see Chihiro. She used to be a sex worker in this movie, but now she works in a restaurant, and we see in this movie she's trying to, I guess, rebuild her life as a normal person. Like, this movie starts with she works in this restaurant, but all these people they already know her, and they come to her shop and buy food from her. And we see in this movie the people who worked with her at the restaurant, they're telling her, hey, why you are telling people what you did before working here, why you are doing that. And we see at first she's like, she doesn't know like how to control what she was doing before. So in this movie, we also see some of the other side character along the way she meets in this movie's case. One high school girl, we see she kind of follows her around, like she takes off her picture. And we see she has a family, like she has a mom, dad, and a little brother. And we also see in this movie Chihiro, she meets this homeless guy, and she tried to help him. And I actually really like all her interaction with this homeless person. At first I was like, really, are you helping this homeless person? But as this movie goes on, I thought all the interaction she had with that guy, that homeless guy, it was quite heart touching, especially when we find out what happened to this homeless person. Those scenes are quite heart touching, honestly, when I was watching it. I really liked. So I really liked first act for this movie. I thought this movie is. Oh, I forgot to mention the biggest thing in this movie has. This movie shows you all this yummy food because she works in a restaurant, and yeah, this movie has a lot of yummy food. And I really like watching all those food. And I really, after watching this movie, I wish I was having some Japanese food. And I really like how they were eating, the way all the scene were shot, like all the food scene. They make you feel like to have some. And I thought they all looked really delicious. And this movie does create this atmosphere for audience to settle down with their chair, as she's I guess she's trying to navigate her life. So first act for this movie is quite engaging and calm, and it's actually good. Like, I really liked. However, as this movie goes on, I felt like this movie was a little too long. And what was it trying to say overall? What was it about? It does get lost along the way. So I will say the biggest problem with this movie, it is, well, some people will definitely enjoy this movie, but it's not going to be for everyone. Because what was it this movie was about, it get lost in the halfway through. It does wonders around the character a lot, although this movie was trying to tell us that how lonely Chihiro was in this movie, and she's trying to start over her life. But unfortunately, too many scenes was just she wandering around. And yeah, some people will find those scenes boring, Still, I have to, while I did enjoy those scenes, but I have to tell you, as a critic point of view, I will say this movie does get lost halfway through. But overall, this movie, I will say, it is okay. It is definitely for people who like long stretch scene just wandering around. I just wish this movie had little bit neater way to tell the story. Like, the story wasn't very neat, you know what I mean? Like, or wasn't very like because I thought the middle way this movie became very unengaging with the audience. Like, she was just wandering around. That is, I really like first act and the last act of this movie. It is quite actually, it is good overall. But I would say it's because of the way it was like, I wish just it was better edited. That is what I'm gonna say about this movie overall. Or also what it was trying to say has a better way to say it. That is why some people will find it boring, unfortunately. I thought it was interesting watch for me. I did enjoy all the interaction Chihiro she had with all the people around her. And this actress was really good in this movie, and all the interaction she had, even little kids It was quite good, honestly, but unfortunately, as the overall, it is a little bit like the story needed tighter, and that's my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie, and if you enjoyed about this review, don't share other reviews on other Netflix movie. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.